Our organization, the Yetti Accountable, was invited by Amnesty International at the presentation of a report they did on the clashes between farmers and herders, titled Harvest of Deaths, 3 years of bloody clashes between farmers and herders. After an emergency meeting of our organization, we went through the report, and here are the resolutions from what we saw in that report. 1. After a thorough review of the Amnesty International report on the conflict between farmers and herders in Nigeria, we have found out that substantial part of the report is not only false and unsubstantiated statements, but also written to satisfy their paymasters and further stoke the conflict. Amnesty International hired researchers did not deem it fit to interview the leadership of the herders and families of herders from most of the communities affected with the conflict they claim to have visited. Consequently, we condemn such selective and highly biased and unpatriotic act from Amnesty International Nigeria. From the hasty conclusion of the report, which was quick to dismiss efforts of the security agencies in ending the conflict, suggested clearly that Amnesty International activities in Nigeria have been hijacked by mercenaries and mercantile characters that are sponsored by forces that want to balkanize the Nigerian state. It is on record that our organization have collaborated with security agencies in finding solutions to the farmers-herders conflicts. Hence, we are calling on the Nigerian government to closely monitor the activities of Amnesty International in Nigeria, particularly their sources of funding. Consequently, as a result of this report, desperate politicians, particularly Atiku Abubakar, the candidate of the People Democratic Party, the leading opposition party, is latching on this full amnesty report with the hope of garnering political capital from the herders farmers conflict and the plight of the Nigerian pastoralists. So we call on our members and peace-loving Nigerians not only to condemn Atiku Abubakar for the self-hate and naked dance in the marketplace, but to totally reject him as a presidential candidate as his intentions are inimical to the development, peaceful coexistence of the country. We blame former President Olusegun Obasanjo for hoisting a shadowy character like Atiku Abubakar as vice president on the nation and now trying desperately to bring him back as president. We are equally calling on His Royal Highness the Lamido of Adamawa to strip Atiku Abubakar of his title as Waziri in Adamawa for his open hatred for the Fulani pastoralists and surrounding himself with ethnic irredentists and hate speech merchants that have been profiling the Fulani race and calling for their genocide. The title of Waziri in Adamawa Emirate should be reserved for only Fulani sons with track record of helping and protecting the Fulani race and not shadowy character with convoluted identity. We are consequently directing all our members nationwide and other Fulani groups to embark on massive campaign against the presidential aspiration of Atiku Abubakar because it does not mean well for the pastoralists and the country at large. Finally, we appeal to His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari to instruct the security agencies to monitor Atiku Abubakar, considering his volatile and inciting statements he makes against the herders. His statements as a presidential candidate is capable of destabilizing the country, especially considering that he is currently surrounded by anarchists and hate speech merchants feeding on the lucrative industry of fake news and ethnic irredentism. Sister organization, the cattle breeders, endorsed His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari. I believe it was a right decision. And for us also, we cannot shy away from supporting a more credible candidate. At the era where we are fighting corruption, we cannot reinforce corruption by supporting a perceived corrupt candidate. So absolutely our organization is in total support of Mr. President to continue to do the good work he is doing in the country.